Gwinnett County Sheriff Keybo Taylor insists he did nothing wrong when he warned a bonding company he would shut down those in the industry who did not support his candidacy.
That conversation took place in 2019 before Taylor officially filed to run. Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis says the recording has surfaced just as the sheriff is trying to shut down several bonding companies from doing business in Gwinnett County.
Everybody that I've gone to, I'm like, hey.
The 25-second clip was recorded April 8, 2019, nearly a year before Keybo Taylor would announce his candidacy for Gwinnett County Sheriff. Taylor says he cold called on Anytime Bonding that day and said this to the office manager.
If folks don't support me, I'm not going to let them bond here. Right. I mean, I'm just not going to do it.
Instead, according to campaign records, Anytime Bonding's manager gave $2,800 the following year to Taylor's eventual opponent. When Taylor took office on January 1st, 2021, one of his first actions, suspend Anytime's license to write bonds. The company's Gwinnett office is now shut down.
I could see where it would be problematic if I was in there asking them, hey, either you give me some money or I don't let you write bonds here.
Well, you said you don't support me, I won't let you write bonds here.
Right, but I also made it very clear that I did not ask for any money.
That video is now evidence in both federal and state lawsuits filed by Anytime and part of an open GBI investigation. Two other bonding companies are also suing Taylor because he yanked their bonding licenses too. In fact, by August, Taylor plans to have only 4 bonding companies authorized to do business in Gwinnett County, down from nearly a dozen before he took office.
The bonding industry can be lucrative. If someone's arrested and they can't afford their bail, the bonding company will put up the money for them. In exchange, they charge the client 10% of the bond. So for a single $10,000 bond, the bonding company pockets $1,000.
Taylor believes having only 4 bonding companies guarantees they'll each be financially strong enough to pay off any bond for someone who skips town and fails to show up for court. But he admits that's not why he's putting Anytime out of business. It's all about that video and what he calls deception.
I would not have put Scott Halls out of business for being honest about how he actually felt about an incident such as that.
Scott Hall is the co-owner of Anytime Bonding. He's also national president of the Professional Bail Agents of the United States. He told the Fox 5 I-Team he promised Taylor last year he would not give the video to his opponent, and kept his word, but never told Taylor he had already sent the clip to the GBI. The sheriff claims he can't trust a bonding company owner who would do such a thing.
So once that level of trust has been violated, I can't trust him to continue to do business out here and operate for the citizens of Gwinnett County.
Hall says the sheriff should not be punishing his company and employees for a decision he made individually. The lawsuits are pending. The bonding companies want the court to force Taylor to reinstate their licenses. They argue a sheriff only has a right to reject applications for new bonding companies, not revoke current ones, at least not without good cause.
If folks don't support me, I'm not going to let them bond here. Right. I mean, I'm just not going to do it.
There are bonding companies out here that will be allowed to operate moving forward that did not support me.
He's right. The remaining 4 still allowed in Gwinnett County after August 1st all made contributions in last year's sheriff's race, all of them to his opponent. None gave money to Taylor, or apparently their support. Perhaps making this video now less sordid than it sounded in 2019 for any company not named Anytime Bonding. In Lawrenceville, Randy Travis, Fox 5 News.